Today I'm going to repeat the same lesson plan I did last time, but now I adapted my lesson plan for my visual learners using, of course, the visual modality, but it's going to be the same topic about the process of inference, and also we're going to make the same experiment. So what I did was to add more pictures, more visuals for my visual learners so they can be helped through the process of making the experiment and also of understanding the topic. So inference is making a good guess, is one of the most valuable thinking skills, scientific thinking skills you can have, and it means to make a good guess about why something happened. As you can see, the boy is thinking, it seems like the boy has a good idea, and this boy is thinking too. So what are the components of inference? Okay, we need reliable evidence plus reasoning. Okay, you need to think of why, the reasons why something happened, plus the evidence, physical evidence that you have, and that will give us a conclusion. So inference is drawing a conclusion. And here I put a picture of a detective because inference has an application in several contexts, such as in forensics and several professions, where it is used to find out the reasons or the causes of maybe a crime or something like that. So here I have some examples. The first one is the question. So you are going to make an inference, okay? What could it be? It says something is flying in the sky. It isn't a bird, a bicycle. We know that bicycles don't fly, right? So what could it be? What can you guess it could be? An airplane, a balloon, a hot air balloon, maybe a UFO, why not? The next example is the following. The vase broke because of, okay, so why do you think this happened? Maybe because you can say the cat was jumping over the table, because the cat was playing, because someone moved the table. That might be your inference. And the third example is the skunk with the nose plug. So what can you infer the girl is saying? So imagine the skunk just jump over in front of her. So what do you think she is saying? Look at her face. Just by looking at her face, maybe she is screaming, ah, or maybe she is saying gross or disgusting. Okay? So we are drawing conclusions. And how can we express an inference? We have these key phrases. I decided to put them in different colors because this will help our visual learners to remember them. I think, maybe, probably, my guess is, or I predict. So now we are going to use the process of inference to test this inference, okay? To find out if, the same question as the last lesson plan, are black markers really black? What do you think? Is black one color? Here's a black marker, or a combination of different colors. So you're going to start making your inferences, but I have a clue for you. When you draw and you use different colors, you mix the colors. What do you get? If you use red and yellow and orange, all the colors, if you mix them, what do you get? Look at the pictures. You get black, right? So maybe that can give you a clue for your inference. So before we start, let me tell you that we're going to test if black is one color or several colors combined by using a process called chromatography. And this is a separation technique of pigments. So if a color is composed by several colors, we're going to discover the hidden colors of that color through this process. So here are the pictures of the materials we are going to need. Black marker, the coffee filter, the small cup of water, remember? So now, before we start, you're going to make the inference, and here I have two boxes. So you're going to put a check mark in the inference of your choice. So do you think black, remember the key phrase or word, is only one color or a combination? What's your best guess? So now, here are the steps to prove our inference. So these are the same steps, but now I added some of the pictures of the process. This is very important because, for example, it's very helpful even if you're not prepared ahead with your materials ready. What you can do is just plug a picture, put a picture in the PowerPoint, and they will understand you better. Or even if you have them with you physically, that will help them really well. It will work great with them, so they can understand because they will be observing you and at the same time observing the pictures. Okay, step number 1, draw the circle. like Rodrigo, my brother, did last time. Fold the filter in a shaped cone, and then introducing the tip of the cone in the cup of water. So now, when we finish, okay, what are the results? This is the result. Remember the coffee filter. And those who guessed that black is a combination of colors were right. Okay. So what about the other colors? What colors compose them? Can they be separated? We're going to repeat the procedure. If you want to test other colors like purple, blue, you are going to repeat the same steps. I put some pictures here. I added the pictures. And just as a closing, remember I told you we can give a creative touch to the lesson if we give our students some ideas to make a beautiful craft that will help them remember what they learned about inference. And you can just put some pictures about the examples, and they just can get started, get creative and using their imagination to make this craft. So this lesson is a very good example of a combination of science and art at the same time. So thank you for watching me. I hope you liked the video and that it was very appealing for my visual learners. Thank you very much.